Whenever I deliver in-class training sessions at various companies, one of the topics that I'm most asked to teach is how to create a table of contents in Microsoft Word. So I'm going to show you how to do just that today on Roger Talks Tech. So today we're going to look at how to create a table of contents in Microsoft Word. Now, a table of contents is typically inserted at the beginning of a document and lists all of the headings and subheadings in the document along with their page numbers for easy reference. So this allows the reader to quickly find the section of document in which he or she is interested. Now, if you do not use an outline for your document headings and subheadings, you will first need to apply a heading style such as heading 1, heading 2, etc. to all of the headings and subheadings in your document that you want displayed in the table of contents. So we'll do that to get started. So here I have a document entitled Thoreau, and it's with the main title of Excerpts from Thoreau's Writings. And this is the document we're going to use. So let's get cracking. So before we can create our table of contents, we'll have to apply a heading style to all of our headings and subheadings. So let's do that first. So I'm going to scroll to the second page of the document, and I'm going to highlight chronology here. So now I need to display the styles pane from where we can apply styles to selected text. So I'll click the styles pane icon here as shown below. And by the way, this process is fairly similar for the Microsoft Windows version of Word. I'm using the Mac version here. So I'm going to scroll down to the list here, list drop-down list, and I'm going to choose all styles because I want to be able to see all styles in my document so that I can easily apply them to the various headings and subheadings. So with chronology selected, I'm going to click heading 1, and that applies that style to that selected heading. You could also have clicked heading 1 in the styles gallery on the ribbon here. So now let's go to the top of page 3 where I lived. And I'll click heading 1 on the styles pane. Do the same thing for solitude. So here we have solitude as a heading with serenity as a subheading. So I want to apply the heading style of 2 to this one. So I'm going to select serenity and click heading 2. And I'm going to move down. Being at home is also a subheading of solitude, so I'm going to select being at home and choose heading 2. And on being alone, heading 2. So let me go through the rest of this document and quickly apply styles to all my headings. Okay, now that I've set all my headings, I can click the close button on the styles pane as I no longer need that. Okay, so now I'm ready to generate my table of contents. So I'm going to scroll up to the second page of the document here. And I'm going to set my insertion point before the word chronology. I'll press the return or enter key at my keyboard to press the arrow up. And this is where I want to insert my table of contents. So I will type table of contents and then tap the return or enter key. So now we need to click the references tab on the ribbon. So we'll do that. And then we're going to click the table of contents icon here. So from here we have a couple of options. We can choose to insert a pre-formatted table of contents by clicking on any of these styles in the gallery, or we can insert a custom table of contents. So what we're going to do today is insert a custom table of contents. So we'll click that way down on the bottom of the list here, custom table of contents, which displays the table of contents dialog. So we first want to choose the format for a table of contents. And as you click these formats, you'll see a preview of the format in the window here to the right. So I'm going to click the formal format. Then I'm going to uncheck the box next to use hyperlinks instead of page numbers. This removes the option to format the table of contents as hyperlinks. Now, if I was saving this document as a PDF file or as an ebook, then I would probably want to keep this option checked. But this is going to be a printable document, so I don't want hyperlinks as page numbers. I want the actual page numbers. So next, I want to add a dotted leader between the heading and the page number. So I'm going to click the Tab Leader drop-down list here and choose the first option. And again, as you click the different options, the preview window updates to display what it would look like. But I want the first one here. Now, I also want to ensure that the Show Page Numbers checkbox is checked, as well as the Right Align Page Numbers. Now, if we click the Options button here, we can choose which styles to use to build our table of contents. So here I have selected heading 1, 2, and 3. If you wanted a fourth level to your table of contents, you would click 4 here, and that is automatically checked. But we'll leave this as is. I think I'm happy with that, so I will click OK. And that generates our table of contents. So let me insert a page break here. So I'm going to go to the Insert tab on the ribbon, and I will click the page break icon. Now, if you're ever going to make any changes to your document, structural changes such as adding or removing text, which could change the number of pages, adding or removing headings, then you'll need to refresh and update the table of contents to reflect the addition or deletion of pages. So to do so, you would navigate to the page where your table of contents is located, right-click on the table of contents, and then select Update Field. And then you have the option of updating page numbers only or updating the entire table. So if you've added or removed any headings, then you would want to update the entire table. We'll click OK. And then the table of contents will update to reflect the new structure. So if you ever want to delete a table of contents from a document, we would click the References tab on the ribbon, click the Table of Contents icon, and then way down in the bottom here, click Remove Table of Contents, and our table of contents is gone. So that is it for this little demo on how to create a table of contents in Microsoft Word. If you liked this video, I'd really appreciate it if you click the like button below, as that really helps me out. And also consider subscribing if you'd like to. That way you'll be notified whenever I release new videos. So that is it for this time. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you in the next video. Roger and out.